Hello, everyone. Now, let's understand arithmetic operators in Python. We have all these arithmetic operators available in Python. These are their names, and this is how we execute them. Now, let's understand them with some practicals. So, addition operator on numbers is really pretty easy to understand. Let's add 5 plus 4 from 9, their addition back. But what happens when we apply these arithmetic operators to objects which are number type but different number type? One is integer and another one is the float type. Still, we got perfect their addition back. That's acceptable. But what happens when we do a addition a to a string type of objects? Let's say apple plus fruit. What it does a concatenation. Remember this point. If two objects are not number type, the rule number one, the second number rule is they should be the same type. In that case, if we will apply a addition operator, in that case, it will do a concatenation. For a better visibility, if you wanna add a space in between that, so you could like this. So just add a space. We could do like this. It could be applied on multiple objects simultaneously like this. I'm gonna apply a space either way, so a bit shortcut. So let's say of doing whole creating a new space object, so you can add a space before or after this. Let's say like this. Apple is fruit. But let's see what happens when we apply a addition operator on two objects which are having a different types. So we could raise an error. Now let's understand about subtraction operator. That's 8 minus 3. It's self-explanatory. I no need to explain it. But what happens when we do a subtraction on a string type of object? Is it acceptable? No, it raised an error. So subtraction can be done only on number type of objects. Now let's do a multiplication on number to understand self-explanatory. But what happens if we do a addition other type of objects, sorry, multiplication to other type of objects? Apple multiply by 3. What it returned? It returned the same object times, and it did a what? Concatenation. But it is the same apple object which is repeating 3 times. So those kind of details we understand in a intermediate course. Now let's understand what happens when we do multiplication the container list kind of a object. So li into 3. What it did it return? To 12, 34. 12, 34, 12, 34, 12, 34. 3 times. So same thing. What happens with this string kind of object? So it will that object will be returned 3 times and will be concatenated. Even if we'll concatenate this list 3 times, same thing will happen. So 12, 34, not exactly the same thing, but it will look like same thing. But there is a bit difference which have understanding in the intermediate courses. For a simplicity, I am sure far 12, 34, 12, 30, 24 result is the now you know what this addition operator does very well by now. Now you have seen addition, subtraction, multiplication. Now let's understand about division operator. Division is really simple to understand. Let's 3 divided 6 divided by 3 got a 2 back. But only catch is that if we will do this division operator even on to integer type of object, still it will return always a float type of object, which might have some implications. Now let's understand this exponentiation. We'll cover up mod and floor division later on. Let's understand what it does. Let's divide it 3 4 times. What it does, sorry, exponential, two multiplication signs together. Whatever number is there on the left hand side will be multiplied to itself number of times whatever the numbers is mentioned on the right hand side. So 3 will be multiplied by itself. It will be multiplied. I have mentioned wrong the division word. So 3 will be multiplied by itself number of times whatever the number is mentioned on the right hand side of this exponentiation operator. So 3 has multiplied by itself 4 times. So it is exactly equal to 3. Boom. That's what happened. Now let's understand about mod and floor division. So you, let's understand this calculation. So let's understand the different part of calculation. So here 3 is the divisor, 5 is the dividend, and now this is the important part. This 2 is the remainder and 1 is the quotient. Whenever we do this kind of a calculation, then we will apply a mod operator. It will always return a remainder. Let's apply. So 5 mod 3. We got a 2 back. That's what it does. This mod operator, or you call it a modulus, it always return a remainder back. Now let's stand about what reminder this quotient. So in this calculation, we got a 1 back. So whenever we do a floor division, 5 floor division 3, that case we'll get the quotient back. So that's what floor division calculation does. It always gives a quotient back. Okay to understand with this example while doing these calculation with a positive number, but there different result happen when we do deal with this calculation with the negative numbers. But for now I'm focusing as a pretty basic course on this positive numbers only. So thanks guys for watching this video, and please provide a positive feedback in the comment section, and let me know in the comments if you want me to create a new video on any specific topic. If you have learned something new, please like the video and subscribe this channel, as there will be some new video releases every week, and this will be a huge support for me.